Was there anything you saw in the run game that you liked, that stood out, that you want to see more of?
Curiously, there seemed to be a giant lack of confusion.
Only one penalty for 5 yards, by the way.
Exactly.
Crazy.
There's no false starts. There's no whiffing. So, like, obviously something internally changed there. I don't know what that was, but something changed. And, I would like to think it was because of us. Who could say? But, obviously something in that meeting room changed from a game planning standpoint to, hey, we got to simplify this. And I think that, to me, that's what it looked like they did. To your point, you're running a fullback in there now. So now you've got one extra man to be blocking. So now you're not having to pull as much. Now you're not having to make line calls nearly as frequently. So you simplify that down. You allow them to not be thinking going through the snap count like, okay, I just got this call, I need to go do this. It's just like you get up there, you're like, this is my man, that's where I'm going. And that's what it looked like to me. It looked like they had some like conviction out there running that ball.
And it's crazy, just Alex, how much better everything looks when the running game is working. And we talked about it all preseason, right? Like, that's the strength of this football team. And in games where South cannot run the ball, they're running for less than 100, they're running for 3.5 yards per carry, you're most likely going to struggle offensively no matter who is under center. But when you have a night like you had against Florida, you run the ball for 284 yards, 6.8 yards per carry. Your two leading rushers, Kevin Harris and Zaquandre White, ran for 8 and 8.5 yards per carry, respectively. Like, if you'd have just told me that stat, if you'd have just told me, hey, just so you know, Carolina's going to run for 284 yards against Florida, I probably would have put the chances at winning pretty high.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's pretty good.
Run the ball, stop the run, no matter how much football changes. That seems to be a key recipe for success.